Hello, my name is Gage Kitchens, and today I will be sharing with you how I plan to have my classroom set up to eliminate any and all exclusion found in a classroom. I believe school is a place where children will learn valuable life and social skills that will help them later in their lives. After all, they are spending at least 12 years in the school system. So I believe it is in the educator's best interest to help every child reach their fullest potential. I plan on becoming a physical education teacher because when I was in school, that was the most enjoyment I had during the school day. And I want every kid that comes through to feel that same enjoyment that I felt when I was in school. I remember growing up and going to PE class and having the time of my life. Playing kickball, basketball, dodgeball, and going outside and running around were some of the best times of my childhood. However, I realize something now that I did not realize then, and that is some of my classmates clearly did not like some of the activities that we were doing. Our PE coach would make the ones who did not want to participate either sit in the bleachers or be forced to play. I can see now that some of the kids most definitely felt excluded from the activities as it was something they did not want to do. I do not want this to happen when I am a teacher, as I want every single one of my students to feel the same amount of enjoyment and inclusiveness in each one of their activities. After all, if not all the students' voices are heard, then you are hindering their progressions as citizens in this country. Many teachers also think that you need a lot of equipment and money to help these children be happy and reach their fullest potential, when that is not the case at all. All I had in gym class growing up was one kickball, and the teacher used his imagination to come up with many ideas and different games that we could play. This is emphasized in the video, 5 Tips for Active Learning Space Design. It makes a big emphasis that budget is not something you need to worry about, and is right. Some teachers and school districts believe you need the best of everything in a school environment to help the students succeed and be happy, when that is not the case. The key to having a successful school environment is having engaging teachers that not only help the student learn the material, but also help them retain it in fun and exciting ways. You also have to accommodate for the situations that you are in. Growing up in a small school district, we did not have all the things that bigger and better schools had, so we had to make do with what we had. Just like in the video, 13 most innovative schools you'll want to attend, the Makoko Floating School had to compensate for rising floodwaters by building schools that could float on water and house schools there. While this is an example that will most likely not affect us in the United States, it is important to use your creativity to help children get the best education possible. I believe that music also plays a big part in the development of education. Music has always been a big influence in my life, and I also believe it is in kids' lives as well. I would incorporate it into my teaching, as it will allow the students some relief and enjoyment from the chaotic school day. There is also scientific evidence that music changes brain waves, and then in turn causes your heart and breathing to match up with it, as stated in the video, how music affects your brain. I have to make sure not to get the kids too riled up before they get back to class, but I want to make sure that each and every one of the kids gets to incorporate their own musical styles and choices into the class. Lastly, I think it is important for every teacher, no matter the subject they teach, to connect with each one of their students. No child should be left behind, and no child should feel left out of a particular activity. That is why I want to engage every student in every single activity I do. If they do not like a certain activity that we are doing, we can find a way to accommodate for them to help them have fun and enjoy it, just like the other kids. Inclusiveness is a big deal, and not including a child in something can have disastrous consequences to it. Treat every kid as if they are your children in a professional and educational manner, and make sure that they get the most out of the experiences around them. Thank you all for watching my video, and I hope you all enjoyed.